And do you know why they left England?
Because they want freedom.
They wanted freedom. Specifically, they wanted freedom to be able to worship God how they wanted to, right? They wanted to be able to pray to God. But the King of England told them, no, you have to pray the way I tell you to. You have to pray like I tell you. And if you don't, you know what will happen? You'll get put into prison, remember, like Paul? Or you'll get driven out of your home. So they wanted to be able to live in a place where they were free. So they left England, right? And then where did they go when they left England? Who can tell me where they went first?
Leave the things alone.
No. They went somewhere else in Europe. Can anybody tell me where the Pilgrims went before they went to America? Where? Yes, thank you, to Holland. Okay, so they went to Holland, and they stayed there for a while, and I think that's where they probably picked up their fashion sense with the hats and stuff. But they were there for a while, and they kept traveling, though, and eventually they came to America. Because do you know why pilgrims are called that? What a pilgrim means? You guys know what that word means? It means somebody who's always traveling and looking for something sacred, usually looking for a way to worship God. And the important thing is that they're always traveling. And the pilgrims, they said, we're always going...
in a desert?
Well, they might travel in a desert. These pilgrims probably didn't, but some might. So they said, we're always going from place to place toward heaven, our dearest country.
The desert.
They called heaven their dearest country. And so they knew eventually they would get to heaven, but first they had to travel a couple of other places. So they came to America, and they brought 2 boats. They started out with 2 boats. So what did you say earlier?
The Mayflower and the Dover boat.
Anybody know the other one?
You.
You, Mom. I didn't know this either. I had never heard this, but it was called the Speedwell. That was the other boat. But it didn't last very long. You guys listen. You're going to miss all of the exciting parts of the story. So the Pilgrims left on 2 boats. But you know what? The Speedwell wasn't very strong. It didn't make it very far. So they had to turn around and go back. So look, let me show you. They were over here somewhere, and they started sailing this way. But then they couldn't make it, so they turned around and went back. And they unloaded some of their passengers. So all